Let's talk about gender equality in marriage.
Yeah, let's do that. So, what is that one thing that women would want gender equality when it refers to marriage?
Okay, apart from many other things, this is that one first and foremost thing. I think every woman, when she is getting married, set pressure that she will have to take care of the house. She will have to take care of cooking and making sure the food is served on the table. She has to take care of the husband and eventually the kids. And if in-laws are living together, she will have to take care of that also. And if she is a working woman, she has a business or a career, and she equally wants to run the career as well as want to get married, it looks like a journey where we will have to compromise a lot. And so more and more independent, working, earning women are shying away from marriage because that's something really haunts us. And that's if there is only one thing that we are talking about as gender equality can be brought in, this is that one thing that I would like to talk about.
Well, I think this is a great point that we're talking about today. I have a very interesting perspective on this. I have seen very closely when during coaching that when couples come and talk to us, and especially wives, they always mention that they have been living in this marriage for say over a decade, and they feel that they've been doing things alone. So here's something that I want to address to men. If you do not participate with women in home activities or family activities, they will eventually lose respect for you. Now, once they lose respect for you, you will also feel and you will also find that intimacy in the relationship is lost.
Yeah.
Now, men may say that a lot of love languages that they want, but one of the major prime love language for a man is intimacy. Now, when that is lost from a woman, that is a very difficult thing to get back. So men need to be aware that they need to participate in homework. क्योंकि देखो घर भी उनका है. They have to, their clothes, everything. Because what is happening now is that men just get ready, go to work, come back, and that's a pattern. They're not willing to take responsibility of any household chores. But you will see that if you don't do this, there are a lot of women who are actually just waiting for the kids to grow up so they can exit the marriage.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this today. I don't know how many people will say this to you very clearly, but they are women, well-earning women, because they've done everything in their lives alone. They've taken care of the house alone, they've taken care of their parents alone, they've taken care of the in-laws alone, put, kids through school, सुबह में school ले जाना, activities ले जाना. So they feel that why should I have another grown-up child that I should look after when he needs me after 20-25 years. So it's a serious situation for men, and which needs to be looked at. Men should start participating in daily household work. They should start participating. And see, here again, the big disclaimer, I'm not talking that every man does this. So there are a lot of men who also participate. But for those who don't, this should be a wake-up call where you should know that gender equality is not just in the word, where you say that, okay, she's doing something at home, I'm bringing in the money, but also in everyday life. This is what I think.
Well, I would say that, adding to that, see, it's just that even when there are men who are doing, they are only helper to the woman. They say, I'm helping my wife. I really don't want a helper. As a woman, I believe we want an equal responsibility partner. It's just, I am mainly accountable for handling the cook and the maid and the nannies and the sending kids to school and taking care of everything around the house. And he is just a helper. I want somebody who can take equal responsibility. Because if you see today, if a man has to go travel somewhere because of work for 7 days, he just comes home and says that, oh, I'm going to so and so place, and then he will pack his bags and he's ready to go. But if a woman is asked from office that you have to go for 7 days, the first thought is, okay, hold on, let me see how do I work it out. So we have to plan who will send the kids to school, how will everything else be taken care of. We will end up calling our moms home for those 7 days. If we have to do anything, we have to first look at everything in the house is taken care of. And I don't want to run the house based on my mom. I want to run the house based on my partner.
Yeah.
And I want partner to be equal responsibility. Okay, if you have to go travel, okay, go, I'll take care of it. I have to travel, then he will take care of it. If we have to send kids to school, okay, there are days you can, take care of that, and there are days I can take care of that. Or we can get up together, and there are things you are taking care, there are things I'm taking care, and then it always looks like we both are equipped. I have heard this, my married friends say that it's been more than 10-15 years. Even today, when the moment cook enters, my husband will come running to me. Can you go and tell him what to cook today?
Yeah.
It's insane. And she's
They
saying
know the menu, yeah.
Oh, she's saying that I'm just frustrated. You eat every day. Why can't you tell what is to be cooked? And also, I want to tell women, it has happened that because we are not getting this equal partnership, we have almost come to that place. Once a week also, if the man is cooking, then women are like going gaga over it. Stop going gaga over it.
Yes.
If he is cooking because he is eating. And isn't it a normal thing to do?
It should be normalized.
And we really need to normalize this part, that household chores is no more a woman doing. It is our house, our kids, our parents. Please understand, women also have a set of parents, like the way men have. Very rarely we hear man taking care of his in-laws the way he expects his wife to take care of his parents. So when his parents are not well or needs anything, they expect you are the bahu, you need to jump in and do whatever. But when it comes to her parents, okay, if they are not objecting her to take care of her parents, then also women feel, oh, privilege of my man does not at least stop me.
Yeah.
But that's not partnership, I'm sorry.
Yeah, true, definitely. Because when you are talking about gender equality, you are talking about partnership in every single thing. So stand up, be a man, lead the way, and let your woman also know. And you will see that, your respect comes back, the intimacy comes back. There's a lot of emotional connect from the woman. And these things can be restored.
Yeah, of course. Okay, now let me ask you, what is that, if out of all the things that is available in the world, but if there is one thing that man would expect a gender equality in marriage, what it would be?
Okay, so men, we're talking especially in marriage, is men feel this immense pressure of financially looking after every single thing. Right from buying a house, school fees, vacation purchases which needs to be done, weddings in the house. And even though the wife is working and probably in the same financial status, and even if not, so they feel a lot of pressure financially. And if they don't have that financial capability, they are looked down upon. They also have a lesser standing in terms of relatives, for example, they are judged. So that is one pressure which we feel a lot in a marriage. And that is something. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I 100% believe that if we are asking for equality, I have to give equality too. And I believe the way household chores, kids, parents, the responsibilities of other part of life is not alone mine. I want my partner to be equal partner. I believe financially we should be equal too. So buying a house together, buying a car together, even running the house together, paying the school fees together, doing things together is something which is going to definitely make the man also feel that, okay, I have got a partner. And I would say to all the women, if you want gender equality, then you have to learn to give it too. Because you're right, more often than not, every time a man and woman is going for a dinner or for a movie or for a travel, it is women are inevitably expecting man will foot the bill.
Yes.
And you will see enough and umpteen number of reels and content being created that a man should foot the bill. But I believe they're also human beings. Like if I say from the age of 21, I have been taking care of my parents and all my responsibilities. So by the time I'm 45, I've started feeling like, okay, I'm tired. Sometimes I want to take a break and I want to do things that I want to do, and not necessarily has to be to earn money. I'm sure a man also who is working for 20-25 years will go through such phases where he would also want to have somebody, so that if he wants, he can very guilt-free way take a break.
Oh, this thing is non-existing for a man today in a lot of cases. We cannot think of taking the foot off the gas pedal, so to speak, and we have to always be working.
Right.
So if there is a partner that can say that, hey, you know what, look, I'm doing quite well. Why don't you take a year or two sabbatical, and then we'll get back together on that.
Yeah, and then it's like an equal thing. Like when a woman wants to start an entrepreneurial journey, she can easily do that because her man is working.
Absolutely.
Same way when the man wants to do that, he should be able to do that because the woman is working.
Correct.
And we really need to normalize this.
True.
It's like the generations of the same pattern of living that women are responsible for inside the house and men are responsible for all the financial responsibilities has to go through a change because the era is changing.
True.
Women are equally career oriented, they're ambitious, they want to make things happen, and so when we are expecting equality, let's give equality.
There's one important thing I wanted to mention here is that, see, we cannot change what's happened in the past. But we as parents today can give these values to our kids. If you have a boy, you have to teach him that, look, you should know how to run a house. You should know how to be independent. You should partner around the house, and that should be normal. And if it's a girl, she should be taught that when you're financially independent, be a part of the financial dream. Because a lot of women, when they want to get married, there are very few women that I know have a house, probably because they are waiting to get married so that their husbands can buy a house. Why? Buy a house today.
It's also that at the time of alliances also, today's women are not looking at marrying somebody who is 5 years, 8 years, 10 years older to them. So they are looking at somebody who is comparable age.
True.
And at that age, if woman is like 29 or 30, she may not have a huge bank balance or may not have a car, may not have a house. But a man she is getting married to is judged on minimum this much you should have. And that's something needs to alter, because at 30, it takes at least 35 plus to earn that kind of money, unless you have generations wealth. I think more often than not, women constantly complain that he is not giving me a princess treatment. But as much as you want a princess treatment, he also wants a prince treatment.
Yes.
So maybe once a week you can take turns and give each other princess and prince treatment.
True.
But rest of the days we need to understand we both need to be equal partner, and stop expecting you are not treating me like my dad. Dad is dad and partner is partner. And same way boys have to stop expecting she's not taking care of me like the way my mom did. She's not your mom. She is your partner. So mom is mom and wife is wife. So if we can really get to this, because this is really going to resolve both sides, a lot of load. There's an unsaid pressure both are feeling for a particular thing. And if this thing is fixed, I think marriages can do really well.
Your relationship coach, Taj Masi.
This is Coach Sucheta.
And this is The Art of Living Together. And we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.